Statements began today for the trial of a Sarasota bishop accused of sexually abusing children and young adults for decades.
ABC Action News reporter Wendy Lane was in the courtroom today and has more on what was said.
74-year-old Henry Lee Porter Sr., the former bishop of a Sarasota evangelical church, is on trial. He's accused of sexually abusing children from as far back as 1989. Opening statements were made by the state, who is accusing Porter of 2 counts of sexual battery of a child under the age of 12.
Henry Lee Porter harnessed the word of God to sexually abuse children. That's what you're going to hear in this case. That's what this case is about.
The state says the jury will hear from at least 2 victims who were raised in Porter's church, the West Coast Center for Human Development. But the defense opened by explaining that Porter was the real victim.
I will agree that this case has elements of the art of manipulation in it. But the manipulation is not Henry Porter's manipulating. The manipulation is coming from witnesses.
The state started its case by calling victim 1 as the first witness. The now 40-year-old man testified that he was groomed and sexually abused in multiple ways by Porter from 11 to the age of 21 in a private room of the church that only Porter had a key to.
Then we would put our clothes back on. He would always pray, have us confess our faults to each other.
Part of why the victim took the stand is he says he feared it was still happening to other victims.
And the young man glanced at me, and I could see in his eyes that he was still doing this to young boys.
However, the defense cautioned the jury to pay special attention to the timeline of these decades-old accusations. If convicted, Porter could face life in prison. The trial is expected to last all week. In Sarasota, Wendy Lane, ABC Action News.